Hello, my name is Drake Greenwood, and this is my recap video on youth sports. It's question number 1. In regards to youth sports, what is optimal push? Optimal push comes from the push of parents wanting their kids to be good at sports and how hard they should push them and everything, whether they're pushing them too hard or not pushing them enough to reach their potential, and whether they should push them at all. The optimal push is the optimal amount of pushing for them in the sports, how hard they should push, and the right way to go about it. Number 2, 3 takeaways from State of Play Trophy Kid. I thought that video was pretty appalling, honestly. Those parents are definitely not pushing in the right way. Derek's dad, Steve, was just a terrible person, honestly, and he just wanted to live a dream that he clearly did not fulfill through his son. He had him taking, it sounded like things that were like steroids at a young age, basically not being my choice, and that's bringing a ton of health risks into play. And so I thought the parents in general were pretty appalling. I thought another thing is that it kind of, I don't know if it was just the video or if it was actually true, but it made the video seem like all the kids were relatively unhappy. And pretty just rocky relationships were built between them and their parents because of these sports. And 3, it didn't seem like any of the children in the video were excelling at their sport. Derek, the basketball player, did end up getting a college scholarship, but it was not D1. But he's still getting an opportunity to play in college. So he was clearly pretty good. But still, none of the other ones were. The golfer didn't win her tournament. The football player didn't seem to be too great, and Derek obviously, I guess, got a chance to play in college, but was not good enough to play at the Division I level. Question number 3: what do you think of all kids receiving trophies? I personally, I get wanting to reward children and wanting them to be able to play the game. I think we should find ways to creatively give children trophies, but I don't think everybody who plays in a tournament should get a trophy. I think, maybe you give first through third, a trophy in that sense, then you give out, an MVP or something like that. And so that way you can get a lot of kids trophies, but I think it's, if you didn't win a game, you don't deserve a trophy. So I don't think giving all participation trophies is smart, although clearly it's really good for the trophy business. I thought that was pretty interesting to see that side of things. Number 4, redshirt. Your thoughts on redshirting kids? I think redshirting, especially at the college level, is not a bad thing. I think once you get here, you only have 4 years until you're, either going to the professional level or done with your sport forever. So getting an extra year there, I think is perfectly fine. I think it's to do it at the early, elementary levels, it's pretty drastic, I'd say. Just from playing sports, I know some people who, I don't know if it was strictly for sports, but were held back early in their careers, and definitely did help them because they were given a chance to develop a little bit more. But I don't agree with it really, unless it's at the collegiate level. I really don't agree with the middle school holding back. Thought that was pretty immoral. Number 5, should young girls play tackle football? This one I think is kind of up to their parents and the children if they want to play college or tackle football, and boys can. I don't think we should tell girls that they can't. I think that's kind of a double standard, even though it is, the game is, I guess you'd say, intended for boys. I think if a girl shows the desire to want to play and her parents are okay with that and they know the risk, and the girl knows the risk, I think it's okay for them to play. Number 6, what do I think about young children competing in Thai boxing? I thought this one was a pretty eye-opening video. It's really tough. Normally, it's clearly unsafe for these children, and they shouldn't, from a safety standpoint, they should not be doing this 100%. But then you throw in the factor that they make money off of it, and their families depend on the money that's coming in through this, and it gets a lot more complicated. So it's still probably not a good thing, and the family should find another way to make money, although that could be really, really hard. But because it's so unsafe and there's so many long-term effects given on these kids, I think they should at least wait till they're in the their teenage years. I think when you're boxing under the age of 10, that's pretty bad for your long-term health. So I think I'd be against it strictly for the safety reasons, but I do understand the the need for the financial aspect of it and how that can challenge families. Number 7, my talking point for this class, I can talk about the travel ball parents and crazy parents from my days playing in those arenas and that part of sports. So thank you so much, and that concludes my recap.